Hi, good morning. Hal Adams with Accord Technology. Ours is a little bit different this morning. It's rather an infomercial. Obviously, we have to kind of tell you about our product, but there's a thing we'd like to advise you about going on in the ADS-B world right now. And it's a gap, and basically, I'll explain what that means, and of course, our product is filling that gap. And probably a lot of you are going, gap? What gap? Well, the first problem is that there is a difference between the straight TSO for GPSs and the ADS-B advisory circular requirements. What it basically means is that all the straight TSO'd GPSs do not meet the requirements of the new advisory circular for ADS-B. But you have to add non-TSO'd functions to your certification to meet the advisory circular. And boy, this is really hard to read. I wish we were closer. Anyway, the GPS, we're required as the GPS supplier to provide, just don't say we do it, but proof that we actually do it to the FAA, the system installer, and architecture. And the easiest one of all of the GPS TSO standards to do is the latest TSO 145C and the new MOPS. Basically, some questions. Current and planned installations, does your source that you're using meet those requirements? That's a question you need to ask your supplier, and need to make sure to ask, about the new future products coming out before you buy something you might regret later, but I'm sure those will all catch up eventually. And then, here we go. And if so, what's it going to cost me to upgrade, what has to be done, et cetera? You need to start asking questions out there. The easiest thing to do to comply with the new ADS-B circular is to have an embedded GPS in the host function, transponders, FMS, et cetera. So, consequences. If you know, the mandate is for January 1st, 2020, so who cares? And that's a legitimate question, I think. However, there are harmonization efforts going on around the world you may not be aware of. Will they migrate with these types of requirements? That's a question mark right now. And also, the other thing too is if you do not have an installation that conforms, of course, you're not going to get the TSB, FSB information available. And today, if you have or have procured a new GPS, you need to really ask, does it meet Advisory Circular 2165? Okay. Ours does, by the way. So the consequences. Today, some of the GPSs can be upgraded, and others have to be replaced. Watch out for the embedded solutions, the older ones especially, and C129 could be an issue. Someday soon, you might actually be able to get a point solution for ADS-B, and someday maybe a whole system that complies, and sooner than you think, if you don't make that adjustment in your platforms, the value of the aircraft is going to degrade as you go closer to the mandate. So, and our Mini NextNav, which is a small, affordable GPS, and we supply CCAs to the OEM manufacturers as well as a retrofit LRU, and it's in a small form factor. There we go. And it is fully certified to TSO 145C 229D MOPS, and we've just finished getting our compliance to AC 2165. So we actually have a GPS that fills that gap. And we're in booth 321. We have a show special on the GPS. We're based in Phoenix, and we have an Anchorage office as well. So thank you very much for your time.
Aero-TV's live coverage of the 54th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
When the unexpected happens, the Lifesaver provides 1 hour of emergency attitude reference, giving you the time you need to land safely. In a mission's darkest moment, trust Mid-Continent Instruments.
At Aspen Avionics, we design products to be affordable, upgradable, easy to install, and easy to own. Aspen Avionics, a new way to look at avionics.
Flightline introduces the Oracle Engine Power Management System for twin-engine aircraft. Featuring independent glass panel units in horizontal or vertical form factors, Oracle provides reliable access to all your critical engine data and it's STC'd for primary. It's the best co-pilot you'll ever have.